The Victorian people have suffered so much. The pain, the cost, the loss of Victorian people. It should have never, ever have come to this. And with the greatest respect to those opposite, the comparison is not with the United Kingdom. The comparison is not with the United States. The comparison is with New South Wales, Queensland, Tasmania and South Australia, Mr Speaker. My children are like the children of everyone else from Victoria in this place. 6 months lost from schooling, Mr Speaker. 6 months that they will never ever get back. The children of Northern Territory lost 1 week in school. The children of South Australia lost just 2 weeks at school. The children of Victoria lost more than 6 months, Mr Speaker. And those in Year 12 will never, ever get that opportunity back, Mr Speaker. And the more than 800 Victorians who have lost their lives, their families will never get those ones back, Mr Speaker. And it all comes back to the failures in hotel quarantine, for which we still do not have any answers, Mr Speaker, for which we still do not have any answers. And the honourable member is right. The honourable member is right. There is an inquiry, Mr Speaker. But unless that inquiry asks everybody who has questions to answer to provide evidence, we won't get the answers and the Victorian people will be left in the dark, Mr Speaker. The fact of the matter is our state. I'm from Victoria and I'm for Victoria, Mr Speaker. The fact of the matter is the member for Wannon is from Victoria and he's for Victoria, Mr Speaker. And the member for Flinders is from Victoria and he's for Victoria, Mr Speaker. And this Prime Minister has stood by Victorians every step of the way. More than $200 million per day going from this government to the people of Victoria. JobKeeper, JobSeeker, the cash flow books,
Member for Rankin.
$750 payments has been going into the pockets of Victorians and Victorian businesses, Mr Speaker. That's been going to support them through this crisis. Because we know this lockdown has not come without a cost. A 31% increase in those Medicare subsidised mental health visits in Victoria. A 77% increase on people going to Headspace in Victoria compared to those other states. Lifeline, Mr Speaker, Kids Helpline. I got a text message from a friend of mine the other day who said that a friend of his had taken his own life because he'd lost his job in Victoria, Mr Speaker.